Hello everybody, InfinateDuelist here again, bringing you another video. And this time I figured I'd like to try something a little different, like talking about some of my best pulls I've had throughout my time with Yu-Gi-Oh! A while ago on the Legendary Collection, someone left a comment saying that some of the cards I pulled were like the best I've seen on YouTube. And I mentioned that they were good pulls, but not what I would consider the best pulls I've had. So I figured I'd like to make a video for my top 20 pulls of what I would choose for this first video doing this. I'd like to start this one with these three right here. And each of the cards that you see, some of them will have a story behind how I pulled them, and especially the top three. Okay, and these three right here, the Cyber Twin Dragon, Power Bond, and Cyber End Dragon. The funny thing was with these three, I've pulled them from the Cyber Dragon tins. The Cyber Twin Dragon was in one, and the Power Bond and the Cyber End Dragon was in a different one. And I feel this was like a really good pull right there when I got these three in the tins. After I got one Cyber Dragon, then I got two more to get three, then next thing you know I got these right here. So I'd like to say these ones would like to be a good start off. Okay, next would be the Gate Guardian. I know I didn't do a video on this when I pulled it, but I pulled this one from a different Legendary Collection when I bought it after I opened the first one. I've kind of considered this a good pull after pulling it. I really don't need to get into Raigaki's story. It's been seen, and I've mentioned it on more than one occasion, but I'm still proud of this pull to this day. Max C, just another pull. I pulled the Pain Painter as well. Pretty good pull, and I also like how this effect works, so this can help with a zombie synchro or an Xyz for 3 level 2s. So it was a decent pull to say the least. And since these guys are the hot cards for the 6 Samurais, I figured I'd throw it in since I've been lucky enough to pull Kazan, an ulti version of Inishi, and of course Xian. I was really surprised when I pulled this one, to be honest. I've also pulled the Orient Dragon, and it was one of those cards where I never figured I'd pull something like this. These next two cards will have a funny story to them as well. Twalatin and Splendid Venus. When the Stardust Dragon tin came out, and I bought my first one, these two, and they had their certain packs, these two were in those tins. I pulled the Twalatin, and then I pulled Splendid Venus. It was like a really good pull for those two right there, especially with the effects that they both have. I also pulled Archlord Christia after learning about it and my thoughts of building a fairy deck. I wanted to get this card, and when I pulled it, I couldn't believe I actually pulled it. These two as well, I've pulled them on the same day as well, from different stores. Freya, Spirit of Victory, and Neo Parshath, the Sky Paladin. I'm I was really pleased when I pulled these two. I never thought I'd get something like that. Okay, and this one, obviously a lot will say, why this? Well, Gold Series 4, yeah, I'll admit, not a lot of good cards, but some of the reprints like this, it was worth buying a good amount of those packs. And pulling this guy really comes through after the ban list took changed and he was off of the Forbidden and became limited. Okay, and I got 3 more cards, and the Stardust Dragon from the Gold Series 3 would belong in the top 3 because of the fact that I never bought a Gold Series pack before, and when I bought the Gold Series 3 at Ron's a while ago, when it came out, this is the very first gold holo I ever pulled. Not only just the synchro, but the holo itself. So I'm really proud of this pull as well. Okay, these next 2 cards, it was a debate on what was going to be what, but I had to make the choice after I gave it a lot of thought. My number 2 pull, Tour Guide from the Underworld. Yes, I was lucky enough to pull Tour Guide. Not as lucky as my brother when he pulled 2, but still. Pulling 1, I never expected to pull Tour Guide, to be honest. Heck, I never even heard a lot of Tour Guide when Extreme Victory Pack came out. No one talked a lot of this or that. And when I pulled it, I looked into it and figured it's a real good card, especially for right now with the Xyz monsters. And my number 1 pull as of right now, and it will stand at number 1 for quite a while, Mirror Force. The story behind Mirror Force, this is the very first holo I ever pulled. I'm going to be straightforward with you guys. The very first holo I ever pulled was Mirror Force. When 7-Eleven used to sell the packs, I bought like 2 Metal Raiders, and the first pack I opened, I pulled Mirror Force. And to this day, this stands as at least the best pull I've ever made throughout my time with Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, that's my video. I hope you guys liked it. I might update this again later. And until then, take care.